Hey everyone, welcome to our podcast, Every Gay Sex. This is episode 4.
Yeah,
and we're happy to be here. We're happy to be talking shit.
Oh,
as we do.
Damn, are we ever? How are you, Julian?
Good. No, I'm good. I'm glad to be part of it. This is a lot of fun. You guys are crushing it.
Glad to be here. Yeah. How about you, Sarah? How's your day?
Yeah, good. Happy to be here as well. Happy to be talking shit with you guys.
Geez. Honestly, I look forward to this.
Yeah.
Like, I just want to like talk some shit sometimes, and you know, it's just needed.
Yeah.
I black out a bit during it, but then like
no. The way that I left here last time, I drove home. Listen, I listen to music when I'm driving. That's big all the time. The first part of my drive, because it's an hour from here, the first part, silence, just reflecting on, wow, I really said that. That's fucked up. Like, I can't believe some of the things that I said.
Trust me, my poor mother.
No.
My poor Latino mother.
No, and that's what we were talking about, where to release this. I'm like, we cannot put this on Facebook because my mom will have a stroke or a brain aneurysm. I don't know. Yeah. But my grandmother's friend cannot hear this. Just no way.
No.
Like the choking, the spitting in the mouth. My grandmother
don't
cannot.
Even get us started on that.
No, then we're just gonna start on.
Yeah?
Yeah. No.
Are you sure you don't want to talk about the pee?
The golden showers.
The golden showers.
Oh my God. See, we have to somehow monitor our audience on this.
Yeah, but that's fine. Oh, geez.
Hopefully it's funny. Because definitely some regret upon my drive home.
It's
of
fine.
Like, that was an overshare.
Everything's fine. It's for the podcast. Funny. It's for our viewers. You know what? It's for you guys.
If you think it's funny,
this is all for you.
I will put myself on the line. I will put my probably job on the line because my job, which I can't say where I work, I won't. But if they found it, I think I would be
my
questioned.
Work would be would frown upon this.
Frowned.
Frown.
A heavy frown on that for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
So speaking of heavy frowns.
Oh, jeez.
Today, we're talking red flags.
We're talking red flags.
Red as they come. And we know them. We are them.
I'm literally them. I was just gonna say, man.
I know some of them that I was thinking, I'm like, wait, I do that.
I'm like making them, and I'm like, oh, geez. I even wrote like in brackets, whoops.
Yeah. Also me.
Because
at
also me. At me. Like,
yeah.
Like, oh, geez.
Okay.
Before
you go first.
Okay. You know what? This may be not like most people might not relate to this, but I swear when I see this, I get a huge ick.
And red flags and icks are a little interchangeable.
Yeah. And you know what? I see this and I'm like, oh, come on. Are you 4?
Sitting cross-legged.
Okay.
Which she just was. Sorry.
Okay. You know what? It's easy for my knees sometimes. And then it hurts if I do for too long. So I just need to, okay, whatever. I got small legs.
Okay.
And when they're just dangling and I can't touch the ground.
Yeah.
It's fine. I can touch here. But.
Okay.
Mismatching socks.
That's a good one.
Right?
I hate that.
I have dated girls and seen girls who, what are you wearing, Julian?
Checking their socks. Everybody's checking their socks.
They're matching, but I have a toe fungus. How's that?
That's a green flag.
That's a green flag. No, I swear, like I've dated girls that like completely opposite, not even fucking close. I'm like, you just got changed in the absolute dark.
One's short and one's long.
Oh God.
We're breaking up.
Jesus.
We're
and you know what? One of my exes like had a problem with that, and I
had a problem with it's not that hard.
Yeah, exactly.
Wear matching socks.
Exactly.
Okay, yeah.
And at one point, I just took over like folding their laundry so I could match their socks up together. Because it was giving me so much like anxiety.
Yeah.
I just couldn't.
But imagine walking in shoes, like colors. Okay, I'm not a fan of that either. One's polka dot and one's a white. So, but to be different lengths, how do you walk through life?
Oh God.
You know?
I don't know, man. Yeah. It just really bothers me. It's just like I see that.
It's unattractive.
It is. I see that and I'm like, oh.
Yeah, cringe.
Full ick.
For sure.
I'm just like, oh God.
Yeah.
What else?
If there's this, there must be more.
It's got to be bad.
It's terrible. Their house is probably a mess.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. But that's what I think. When a girl has mismatched socks, they're probably messy and dirty as fuck.
That's funny. I haven't been with somebody with mismatched socks since like high school, even younger.
And you know what?
Like grow up.
Yeah. I think the last couple of people have seen. I thought they're not like when some of them weren't that messy. They had their times, but like I think before my last ex, like they were really bad. Yeah, my last ex
It's just
wasn't that bad.
disorganized.
Yeah.
And it definitely would spill into other parts of life, I feel.
Yeah, like everyone.
indicator.
Yeah. Like oof.
Yeah. Yeah. Chills, shivers down the spine.
Hairs are standing up.
Okay.
Okay, what do you got?
Kind of, okay, I'll bridge off that one. A messy car. That throws me off. That
Brother,
throws
you
me off.
literally called me and said their car was
Don't
messy.
say that. No, I know it's not about me. It's not about me because I think it's similar. Okay, my car might be a mess right now. If we took this camera outside, we would see that. But if I was picking up a girl, not only is it interior like detailed,
Yeah.
I've probably got an exterior wash. I might
Yeah.
have even thrown some wax on. I don't even know how or where
Wax
to do
on,
that.
wax off?
Right, exactly. I might
Full
probably clean my
karate.
rims, okay,
Oof.
before picking up a girl.
Rims,
Right?
too?
Because I want my, like, everything needs to be perfect. It's going to smell good in my car. There's like, it's just going to be immaculate. Okay. So if I get in your car, if you know you're picking me up, especially the first date, and I have to like shove a bit of trash with my feet
Ew.
as I'm getting in,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
getting
fair.
out.
Yeah.
I'm getting out.
Yeah,
I'm
that's fair.
walking.
That's
home.
fair. That's fair. What do you think, Julian?
About this or another red flag?
You can go another.
you can get whatever you want.
If someone tells me they want to carry my children on the first date,
Green flag. We love that. Really? That happens to you?
well, I just mean like if they're involving me in big life plans on date one, you know, like
Yeah.
when we get married or something like that, you know, like
Jeez.
it's too.
You know
it's,
what?
It's
And
like, ooh.
I really want to mention something right now, but I really can't. And
I know.
I know you know.
Oh, I want to know.
I can't. It was just somebody I hooked up with. I didn't even date them.
Call her Dolmage.
What?
What?
We were just making up names.
Dolmage?
Yeah, I know, but that's just a bunch of
Dolman?
letters smooshed together.
Well, so is Brenna.
Daphne. Darla. That's her name, Darla.
Darla. Can you just say? You don't have to say when or what circumstances. Just
No,
say
you
what it was.
Basically, she just said,
Oh, right. We're not
yeah.
talking about her. Right, 'cause
Yeah.
we got in
Basically,
trouble,
she's just said that like she wanted to have my babies, and I was like, I can't give you babies.
Yeah, that's the first
Physically,
problem.
I
Yeah.
just I don't know if you
biologically.
this
But
can't.
this is also just like the first time you hooked up, right? Just
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
See, that to me is a red flag.
yeah.
That
It
there's
is a
like
red
there's
flag.
like I can see how it can be like cutesy and whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But to me, it just screams codependency.
For
It's
the
like,
record, we were pretty drunk.
Yeah.
We were like I barely remembered it, and like she didn't because she was like we were both pretty freaking wasted.
Yeah.
But and
That's
things
a lot.
things progressed with us, but now we're just buddies. But
Buddies, just pals.
just the best of pals. No, we're acquaintances. But yeah,
is,
it was
yeah.
a little spooky.
Okay, from someone, well, you've dated men a little bit, which is an
Ugh,
eerie
barely.
thought. Going from dating men to dating women, that's like the U-Haul thing that we talked about. Girls do that. Okay, so what I've always said is like, men, not all men, but some men generally are a little bit not as down for commitment very fast. Women like commitment because
Oh.
it's a security thing. So when you put two women in the equation, date 3, you are talking about moving in because and
100%.
part of it, because I do it, and I don't talk about getting pregnant by people on the first date, not always, but it's partly a romantic thing. And it's silly romantic, but like being like talking for a couple weeks and being like, oh, like someday when like blah blah blah, when we're doing
Yeah.
this, when we're like blah, blah, like the future planning.
Yeah.
Women do that.
Yeah, 100%.
Lesbians do
and
that,
they like
so
it, and they
hard.
like it. You know what?
And it's fun, and
It
it's
is.
funny.
And to be fair, my ex and I, our first date lasted hours. It was on. We didn't even expect it. She was gonna leave with after an hour, and it ended up lasting hours. We
Mm-hmm.
talked about our entire life. We cried. We laughed. We literally like
Mm-hmm.
talked about all of our trauma, and it was insane. That's typical for
Yeah.
lesbians.
and it could be a codependent thing.
And
for
then
sure.
and then literally within like, I think within like 2 weeks, week 2.5 or week 3, we were drunk, and I was like, and we were looking at each other, and we were just like, I think I love you. And she's like, I think I love you too. And then the next morning we woke up, and we were both like, whoa, we should not have said that.
That's another red flag, like saying I love you too soon. It kind of falls in the same category. But what I mean is like, yeah, it can be cutesy, but if it's like too almost specific, like they have a life, you can tell like it's loaded. Sometimes they'll say something and you're like, oh, you've had this life plan for a long time.
Yeah.
I'm just like the piece that's falling in. You know what I mean? When they're like, our third kid's going to be Matthew, named after my grandfather. And you're like, okay, this is a red flag, because I'm just like, you're a control freak and I'm just a piece in your puzzle that you're like,
and the last guy fell out of the puzzle, and now you're just plumped in.
Yeah,
that's the thing. A week after we took it back, and then a week later we said it again, because we're like, you know what, actually we do love each other.
You took it back.
Yeah, we took it back. And then a week later we were like, no, actually we do love each other. And then we did it for 2 years.
Yeah,
you know, and so like for in a way there we did mean it. You know, it was so intense. And that's the thing with women, it's so intense.
It's so intense
quickly.
and it's so deep. Like
it is.
As soon as you start talking when I would start talking to guys online or wherever, it was like, hey, what's up? How was your day? Good, you, period. And with girls, it's 6 or 7 paragraphs back and forth,
for sure,
right off the bat.
And it's like, wow, I can't stop thinking about you.
Yeah.
Like, wow, like this reminded me of you. Like, oh, I just wish you were here right now.
Yes.
Like,
and you haven't even met them yet.
100%. I'm so like that.
Ooh, and we do
not
it
to that extent.
Yeah.
Like,
well, because you meet more people in person. So
yeah. And like, honestly, she was the only person that I said that quickly with.
Yeah.
I've never dated anyone that I said that quickly with ever. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So
it's just, things move quickly.
Yeah. So that's the thing. And that's the thing. I've also like, you know what I mean? Like met people after and like recently, and I'm like, whoa, Jesus, like you're awesome. And then I'm like, oh, I gotta snap out of this.
Yeah. And sometimes it is, and then one person was more serious about it than the other, and that kind of sucks. But
yeah, that happens.
It happens. That really does happen. I don't even remember where that started.
Yours was what you
I haven't even done one yet.
What?
Oh no, I did. Oh, I did messy car.
Yeah, and it led to this. It
brought us here.
No, because you said
you did some saying I love. No,
the babies.
To make me impregnate
the babies.
them.
Yeah. Damn. Okay, so we had kind of touched on this on the last podcast about how being driven and stuff like that was attractive, but being like no ambitions. Like I recently went on a date with a girl, and I was like, yeah, like, so tell me about yourself. Like, what do you like? You know, what do you want to do? And she was like, oh, I don't know. And
just
like,
where the wind takes me.
And she was like, yeah, I just like working where I'm working right now. And I was like, oh, cool.
Walmart.
It's not
Sorry,
Walmart.
No shade to anybody that works at Walmart. I love it.
And she's like, yeah. I was like, oh, cool. Did you go to school at all? She's like, nah. And I was like, all right. And to be fair, like, I didn't graduate college, but I still want to go back. And I just like, I wasn't ready when I did go, and I don't regret it. It taught me a lot, you know, but at the same time, I wish I waited and took some time to think about what I actually wanted to do.
Taking it seriously.
100%. Because now I'm at an age where I'm like, okay, I'm ready to go back to school. I'm confident in like that I'm going to give the amount of effort that I should be giving into school. But that's the thing. Like this girl just was like, yeah, I don't have any ambitions. And I was like, well, what the fuck? Like,
don't care to be educated.
And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And in my
head,
this
economy?
Yeah. And I'm like, girl, like this isn't going to work because I'm pretty driven and I need someone who's driven.
And just a plan and like a desire for something more than what you have. Like some people are happy with the status quo, don't need any upwards movement in their lives.
And by all means,
that's cool.
Cool.
But find somebody who's also like that.
For me, that's not going to work.
Because you're just going to drag
that's not going to work for me
down.
at all.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty much that one. No ambitions.
No ambition. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So this one I could unpack forever. Somebody that constantly talks about their ex. Okay. Okay. You do. That's true.
I have a problem. I've gotten better.
Whether good or bad things, because we know it's not a good look to sit and talk shit about your ex all day, because your new partner is going to be like, okay, that's what they would say about me when I'm not in the picture anymore. And then also obviously talking good about them wouldn't impress me either.
Yeah.
So I'm very insecure. So I do have a really, really hard time listening to people talk about who they've been with. And that's a personal issue. But I think that we can all agree nobody wants to sit across the dinner table and listen to how great so-and-so was, blah, blah, blah.
I do find, though, lesbians love to talk about that, though. Even, like...
Okay.
like as a conversation about what happened with your ex, like,
And
stuff like
okay,
that.
when I first start talking to somebody, I'll say, when was your last relationship? Okay, blah, blah, blah. What happened? How did it end? If it's pertinent information, like something traumatic happened in the relationship, or that, you know, there was like life-changing events that happened that make you who you are, I want to know about that.
Yeah.
But when it's just like random, like, oh, my ex used to do that too. Like, or if I'm like, oh, I really love like this artist. Oh, my ex loved her. Why are you fucking telling me that? I don't care. Because then now I don't even know, because I'm like so insecure and uncomfortable. I will literally I will like leave you on red if you say that, because I just don't even know how to. I'm really not good at bouncing back when I get upset about something. That's another thing, but I just have nothing to say to that.
Yeah.
Like,
see, I don't think I went to that extent. It was more like people asked me like what happened, and I was explaining.
And
it.
when it was fresh, that
and
you
I
know.
did talk about it at first, but now I find like I barely mention it.
Yeah.
And I've gotten like a lot better, and just because it's just time.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's time.
Well, because it's
helps.
not like if you went out with a girl on a date and you spent half the night like upset about your ex, that's very clear to her.
Yeah, that you're not ready.
And then it's just
like
wasting
the first
her
day I ever
time.
went on a girl was just a month, not even a month, like maybe a month ago. And literally the girl left and I was just crying because I was like, I'm not ready for this.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like not
yeah.
even ready for this. I don't even know why I thought I was ready for this. And then like now, like I'm probably ready, but I don't really care for it. I'm quite content being single right now. And this is the longest I've ever been single. So I'm just kind of like chilling.
That's true. It is fun to just have fun and not have.
And I'm just focusing on me right now. I have a lot of cool things coming up. You know what I mean? And like this is
She's
important.
a cool girl.
This is important for me, right? This podcast, like this is like something that like I should put my full energy into.
Project.
So.
Yeah. Not going to play COD after this.
Okay, I will also be doing that.
Yeah.
So shout out COD and the boys.
Yeah. Shout out the boys.
If you're listening to this, I love you all.
Yeah. Okay. Red flag. Go ahead.
Thinking something's wrong if you don't text back right away.
Oh, needy. Someone being needy. Yeah. I'm like, we're both sitting here like we're that person. I know we're both sitting here like, fuck, I do
Okay,
that.
so I have abandonment issues.
Okay. You were not a bit. Well, okay.
Who are you to tell me I wasn't abandoned?
Okay.
No, but my therapist, love her, says
Shout
that
her
I
out.
had
Drop her handle.
No. This girl's mine only.
Oh, okay.
I love her.
She's possessive.
The
Okay,
only
yeah.
woman who's ever been by my side for this long, except for you, Sarah.
And your mom.
Oh yeah, I guess she's cool too.
Oh
Yeah,
my
she's
God.
shout out my
and
mom.
Me, yeah.
But I mean, like where they jump to conclusions right away. Like, let's say you know.
Are you with someone? Like
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
See, I won't say it. I'll probably think it, but I won't say it.
Well, that's not a full red flag then, because you have self control and
Yeah.
because we all have those thoughts, of course. But
I'll be pretty
to
tame.
express it
No.
outwardly, especially if it's new.
New,
and
yeah.
they're
Yeah,
like,
no.
Where are you? What's happening? Who is she? It's like, okay.
No.
Tone it down.
I'm not like
yeah,
that.
no, that's too much.
No,
No,
I would
it's
never
more when
be
you're
like that.
serious with someone.
Even when I'm like I'm like, I wonder what they're doing.
Yeah, these are all from my perspective, brand new relationship.
within the
'Cause-
first
No,
2
I
months
would never
kind
do
of thing.
that.
Within the
It's-
probation period, the
Yeah,
first 3 months,
if you will.
Especially if we haven't said like the what are we conversation, then like they don't really owe you an explanation.
I've actually gotten a lot better at though, like being more chill about what people are doing. Like I think I was a bigger thing back in the day, like that I was like stressed out about.
It's an insecurity thing.
Yeah, 100%. And now I find that I'm like way more content and relaxed with the fact of my partner doing their own thing.
Yeah,
And I
that's
think-
a maturity. Yeah,
Yeah, and I was just immature, and that's the thing, right? It's true, I was, and now I'm at the point where I'm like, no, we're grown adults, we have lives,
busy.
and like she's busy, she has
Yeah.
a
She'll
career.
text me
She's,
when
yeah,
she
she's
can.
texting me, yeah, and I have no problem with that, and like
Yeah.
I've gotten a lot better at it. I agree when it's fresh and someone's like, I currently have someone text me all the time right now, and I'm like,
Air her out.
yeah, she's what's her name?
Oh, here we go.
Monica.
Okay, Monica. Yeah.
Yeah,
Who's on your dick? Like
literally on
hard.
my dick, and I
Yeah.
like don't respond all morning. And she sent me like 6 messages already, being like,
It's
Yeah, like, I'm like, what?
there's something about wanting what you can't have. That's kind of what she's doing, but it's not going to make you interested.
but it's not. Yeah, I'm just
like
kind
it's
of
like
like,
the reverse.
yeah. She sends me like 6 messages, and I respond with,
haha,
"Hey,"
I'm
and
good.
she's like, "What's up?" I'm like,
Period.
"At work." She's like, "Oh,"
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, cool.
No, the needy thing is not
No.
great.
No.
And we've all been that
100%.
person. Well, maybe not Julian because he's perfect, but Stel and I have been needy. We've been desperate.
No,
Yeah.
I think it. Like
Oh, yeah.
I've
Yeah.
had, when I was early on with my wife, if we didn't talk, like I would think it, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't act on it.
Yeah. And I'm still kind of like that. Like I still think about things sometimes
Yeah.
because my mind just kind of wanders. But
Yeah.
The
I'm
lack of self-control to actually say something.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know.
that I'm
Yeah.
okay with. I'm good with controlling myself
Yeah,
and
'cause you
for the
can
most
think
part.
it.
Yeah. Yeah. And then like as
Or,
soon as
like-
like you answer, I'll probably be fine.
And sometimes like I'll do that. Like I won't say anything because I'm self-control practicing. But afterwards, if we're on the phone or something, I'll be like, I'll make a joke about it where I'm
Yeah.
kind of being serious. And I'm like, yeah, like, what'd you do? Like, I mean, what did you do last night? Like, just wondering, like, how
you
was your
hit
night?
me?
Yeah. Like, were you with someone else? Like, just like crying. Like, no.
No,
But
I
I'll
get
make a
that.
joke.
I've done that before where I'll be like, oh my God, for real? I was like low key stressed earlier.
Yeah. Yeah, I was waiting
It's
by my
fine.
phone, which but I
that's
was. But I was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
No,
my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
that's a good one.
I
Yeah.
would say that. Fucking hell. Frig, okay. I would say, okay, this is at a certain person, but she isn't the only one who's done this to me before. I've like had a girl over, and then the next morning they're like, and like it's literally morning, we're probably still drunk, and she'd be like, "Yo, you got a beer?" And I'm like,
Ooh,
"What?"
9:32.
And it's it's like 7 a.m.
Ooh.
And she's like, "Yeah, you got a beer?" And I'm like, "Sure, here." And she's like chugging a beer in my bed, and I'm like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
And I'm like,
morning alcohol.
This is
probably a red flag.
This is not healthy. This shouldn't be. Yeah, but low key, I'm like kind of hot. But then
that was on your non-sexual
Yeah,
terms
yeah.
of watching a girl down a drink, but
Yeah.
just not at 7 a.m.
not at 7 a.m.
Yeah.
unless we're doing brunch.
Yeah, and it had to be a mimosa. at
Yeah,
that point.
100%
Yeah,
mimosa.
let's be serious. Wow, that's funny.
Yeah,
A red flag. Drinking before 11,
11,
10.
10,
11's kind
11's
of the
good. Yeah,
bar rule. Yeah.
yeah.
Wow, that's.
I just like, is that really the first thing you want to have in your system?
Yeah, not
Is
even a
beer?
water.
No water.
Not even. No.
I give her a leave with a fucking chaser of
Oh God.
lager.
Oh God, that's horrific. Really.
Yeah. So that
that's
was
traumatic,
that's a no for me.
Yeah, yeah, that would be a no for me as well. I've never experienced that, but I would not.
Yeah,
be a
I've
fan.
had a weird amount of times. I'm not.
It's a trend.
Proud, I'm not
It's a
proud
trend.
of it.
Yeah,
I really know how to pick them.
yeah, you do. I could say a lot about that. Cheers. Okay, I wrote someone who is really self-indulged. Like the conversation can't even be about anything, and it just goes back to them at all times. I find that it's a hard person to have a conversation with.
Yeah.
You know, when it's just like
For sure.
always back to
That's a
their
hard one.
thing,
Yeah, I
or
agree with
everything
that.
is made about them. Like I talk about what a nice day it is outside, and it's just like back to them somehow.
Yeah.
Like just one-sided. I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah. That's not even a conversation at that point. It's
No,
just
it's
like
just
I'm
me
just learning.
entertaining
Yeah,
you.
I'm just fucking
Like-
learning things about you, and I don't really care to ask. I didn't ask.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a big one too. If we're in the getting to know each other stage and I'm hitting you with the 1-2 fucking punch of question after question after question, and I'm getting to know you and I'm asking you about all these things, and you're not even saying like, how about you?
Yeah.
What's your favorite movie? What's your favorite
Yeah,
color?
yeah,
Do
yeah.
you do anal? You the general stuff, the usual stuff.
What do you think about butt plugs?
Yeah, exactly. Golden showers. How do you
Oh,
feel?
God.
Yeah. So that's a red flag. Just someone that's
Yeah,
just so self-indulged they aren't really willing to learn about you, because then what are we doing here?
yeah, exactly. And at this day and age, honestly, I'm at the point where I'm like, I'm not trying to date to fuck around. I want to date
Yeah.
to get to know you. and-
Stel's dating to marry.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not
like a
getting-
good Christian would.
Okay. I'm not getting any younger.
Yeah. Oh, ain't
And
that the truth?
I'm ready to meet a driven, ambitious lady
And she's ready to get them pregnant on the first date.
on the first date.
Latest. Even before, if possible.
Honestly,
on the
if
way
we-
there.
Yeah, we can text and see how it goes.
Oh my God. Set up a in vitro appointment. that's the first date. Is at the fertility clinic.
Yeah, fertility clinic.
Oh my
Holy
God.
fuck! Could you
That's
imagine?
wild.
Oh my
Big
god!
yikes. Okay, Julian.
What are you
your turn.
saying?
Just spilled his non-alcoholic beer.
Someone who's always a victim. They're
Yeah.
like, I got fired from or they're like they're always the victim, whether it's at work, they go through a lot of jobs, their last boyfriend did this, their last two partners. Like, someone comes to mind, my friend dated this girl.
Give her name. What's her name?
Her last guy was like this horrible guy. Her boss did this to her. She's changing jobs. Then she was harassed here. It was just always something. It's to the point you go, maybe it's you. Like, I don't know. Like,
There's a common denominator here.
and I
Yeah.
haven't spoken to her for a couple of years. And just this week, I saw her status online, and she was like, looking for a lawyer, defamation case against my current employer. It's just like always.
Oh my!
Yeah.
You know
You know what I
what?
mean? It's always
holy
something.
fuck! I know someone like that from college. This girl used to come into class all the time with a different fucking cast on her,
It's a red
Cast.
flag.
a different
Sign my
cast.
cast.
And I was like, "What the fuck?" And she was like, "Yeah, this and then this," and then she'd post shit about how like, "Oh my god!" And I was like, "Dude, either you're cursed or this is all
There's a
fake."
hex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's no way.
And
all
it's
this
an
bad shit's
attention
happening.
thing a lot of the time.
Yeah.
It's an attention
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Wanting the attention of the public.
Yeah,
That
that's.
to me is
Yeah.
a big red flag. It's like,
Yeah,
oh
that's
a
God,
good
what are you gonna
fucking-
say about me if this ends or whatever? You know.
I'm like,
Yeah.
take some accountability, maybe.
Yeah.
You know, and kind of.
Well, some people just see the world through that lens, like everyone's out to get them.
Yeah.
And when you live like that, it kind of happens.
Yeah.
But because you don't have,
Manifesting
Self-
it.
yeah,
fulfilling.
You're just like fully manifesting it. And like, you know what? I have some fair share of bad luck.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
but
yeah,
I'm probably a pretty positive person.
Yeah.
I would say that I would find myself a pretty happy. Most people would describe me as a very happy person.
Because I would link what you said to being a pessimistic person, probably,
Right.
versus an optimistic person,
Yeah.
like yourself.
Yeah. That's what I
Yeah.
would say. That's what I like, honestly.
Okay.
I would say, oof. Okay, so this one also kind of relates to the like no ambitions maybe, but the no relationship with their family, but for a good reason. Like if it's for a good reason, like I get it. Like I've been with people who like for a good
Have
reason,
been
they're
exiled.
homophobic,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something like that. You know what I mean? Like that's fair, valid. But like that girl that I had went on a date with the no ambitions, she was like, yeah, I don't really care about my family. Like, and I was like, oh, like something happened. She's like, oh no, I just like never really been much of a family person. And I was like,
Red flag
Yeah.
for sure.
I love my family. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
Yeah.
my brother we play video games 3-4 times a week and I love him to death. My parents are also like my friends. Like
Yeah.
that's not, I could never really date anyone, I don't think, who didn't care about family. Even just the slightest amount. Like,
Yeah.
you know, because it's really important for my significant other's family to like me.
Yeah.
And I've never
be
been
involved.
Yeah, and I've never been with anyone whose family didn't like me except for my last.
Big flex.
But that was
that's
because
you were gay. And
yeah,
you were,
but
like,
that's
really
they were
gay.
homophobic.
Yeah.
And but like if they weren't homophobic, they'd probably love me. Because most parents, like I've never had a parent that didn't like me because I'm quite charming.
This is actually just a promotional ad
Yeah.
for Stel.
Hi, guys.
She's
Yeah.
single and
Tell your
ready for your
parents that
parents.
I'm
yeah.
ready.
Yeah. No, I think I was with someone once, a guy, and he didn't have a good relationship with his parents, and his parents were like I mean, and everybody has their struggles, but there was a lot of struggling in
Mm.
that family, and I remember thinking like, these are not the people who I want to watch their grandchild. Like,
Yeah.
this isn't somebody I want to raise a family with because
100%.
I want their parents to be there for my kid. And,
100%.
and this sort of dynamic wouldn't be where I would leave my kid for the weekend.
Yeah, 100%. That's
Like,
so that's
No,
yeah.
that's far ahead planning, but like we said, we're in our 60s now. Like
Yeah.
we're not getting any younger.
No, we're not getting younger. So,
So got to think about those things.
yeah,
for
no,
sure.
that's
Yeah.
it's important to me
Mm-hmm.
for my significant other to have a relationship with their family.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Was that yours?
that was mine. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. This is the gays. They'll hate this one. Okay. I care about my zodiac sign. Okay. I'll maybe. I have CoStar.
Yes,
The
I know
app.
it. What are you?
Okay. I'm an Aquarius.
Okay.
Okay. Do you have something to say
No.
about that? Okay.
I've never really been around much Aquarius.
Aquariuses are like okay, February is a really uncommon birthday month.
Yeah.
It's actually, I read somewhere, it's the least common birthday month of the year. It's February. So, and I think Aquarius is a bit of January and then into February, I think. So I don't think there's a lot of Aquariuses out there. But my point here is, here's my red flag. People, and this is not even relationships, this is just in life, whether it's a cousin, a friend, a coworker, someone at the grocery store, people who make decisions solely based on their zodiac sign.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, no, I was gonna go out tonight, but my the moon is in
The Mercury,
rising.
like
The Mercury is
retrograde.
Oh, and my zodiac said I should avoid
jeez.
the sun today, so I won't go to work. Or I was dating this, or I'm talking to this guy, but and then I found out he's a Taurus and like we're not compatible, so I cut him off. That's like literally decisions based solely on their zodiac.
I got girls that
That's a
dip
red
on me
flag.
because of my sign.
Like that's weird.
Yeah.
That's a red flag for sure.
Yeah.
That's a huge.
They're
red
like,
flag.
oh, you're an Aries? And I was like, yeah. And they're
Blocked,
like, oof.
deleted.
And then they're like, well,
Blocked.
what's the rest of your sign? And I'm like, well, I'm an Aries moon and sun and a Sagittarius rising. And they're like, oh, all fire signs? See ya.
Like
I'm
what?
like, what?
Like
And I'm like, I think I'm
just-
just charming and a little aggressive.
yeah, but it's just. I'm not saying like I think there is some truth to, and I'm like I'm not religious and I'm way more on the spiritual side. So I do, like I said, I have the app. I
Yeah.
check it. I see my little daily update and I'm like, that's relatable, even if it, you just make it relatable because
Yeah.
it's just like a delusional thing. But I do it.
No.
But it's the like, oh, I got offered a job, but my moon was rising and my sun was setting and I couldn't take the job. Like, I just,
Holy
like
fuck.
it's like, okay, like that's weird. Anyway.
Well, yeah, no, I get that. Like, I
Gays love
gays love it.
yeah.
Yeah.
They love the signs.
Honestly, I just took it out of my bio.
It has been in your bio.
Yeah.
What's your bio on Instagram? I'll tell him.
Small.
Small hands, big personality. It's true.
It's true, though.
It's true. Yeah.
Oh,
it's
God.
true.
It's like the most. Someone said that to me, and I was like, yep, that's a keeper.
Yeah. That's a cute one.
Yeah.
And your handle used to be Tatted Hooligan. That was how I
Yeah.
met you, which you are still that.
Yeah.
But more tatted, less hooligan. Now,
Yeah,
I
much
would
less
say.
hooligan.
Now
Wow.
you're sophisticated.
People knew who I
Hooligan.
was 8 years ago.
Yeah.
6, 7 years ago.
This would be a different podcast.
This wouldn't be a
It would be-
podcast.
yeah, no, we wouldn't have made it here
No.
for sure.
Oh,
okay,
geez.
Julian, red flag.
This goes specifically for straight cis women
Okay,
Okay.
none of them in this room.
because it could be is different for different perspectives for different orientations. But I would say if a woman has no girlfriends, only guy friends,
Oh,
that's a red
God.
flag.
The only
my
guy
And
friend.
it's not a jealousy thing. It's not like who you bang. It's like what do women see in you that they don't want to hang out with you
Yeah.
ever. Like they
Yeah.
don't
Okay.
have any close girlfrends.
that
for me
goes
is a red-
across all
Oh.
sexualities.
Okay, does it? I
would say.
didn't know.
Oh
for
yeah,
sure.
yeah. So I hooked up with a girl a couple of months ago, who's literally a guy's girl,
yeah.
and like doesn't really have any girlfriends. And I was like, what the fuck? And always hung
Like
out
not
with the
even
boys.
one.
Like,
it's just
no.
like-
And I was like, what the fuck? And it checks out. But she also was like, I'm extremely insecure, and I'm like, yeah, that also checks out. And I really think, I don't know, but also like just having no friends in general, like
yeah.
and like.
I know,
No
I know,
offense.
I know. I say that about myself.
No, but
I do have.
but you
friends.
do.
Yeah, I feel
you know-
very triggered right now. I have no friends.
No,
But like no, like I dated someone who just like didn't really have anyone to hang out with, and would get upset with me going out with my friends all the time. And in my head, I'm like, well, you can do it too, like.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then they're like, well, I just don't have anyone to go out with. And I'm like, well, that sounds like a you problem.
Joseph.
And
not
then
a-
that
yeah,
slides
so.
into codependency because now they're dependent on
Yeah.
you for social life, and that's
Right?
such a turn off.
And I felt like that for a really long time, but then they didn't like my social life.
Yeah.
So it just created a huge like barrier in our relationship. And then when I tried to help them get friends or make friends, and it just like because their friends kind of sucked.
Yeah.
They weren't that nice to them, and by all means, I'm sure they're great now and whatever, but they just weren't,
Yeah.
and even when things fell apart with our relationship, like their friends didn't even ask if they were okay.
Yeah, I
So it's
remember
like,
that.
and that's just like, that's just not cool. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but also like, that says something. That's a red flag. You need people in your life that are
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
No, for sure.
that. Like
Sure.
someone said something to me the other day, and they're like, "I've known this person for this long, and they've never been able to hold a relationship, not even a friendship, for longer than a couple of months." And I'm like, that's not healthy.
Yeah.
Like you and
Yeah.
I have been best friends for fucking years, and we're not even the same kind of person. We're complete opposites.
Yeah.
Someone
why we
that's
do well.
never been in a relationship ever, and vice versa, if they've only ever been like they've specifically meaning if someone's only been in a relationship, whereas like they're with someone, they meet someone else and leave that person for the other person.
Oof.
I know someone who's done that her
No
whole life.
way.
Yeah, she's like 40 now, but
What?
since her 20s. Yeah, and she, my buddy was with her for 2 years, and my buddy met her. She was with someone. They started seeing each other. She left that guy for him, and another one of my friends told him she's going to do the same thing to you, and it caused this big fight. 2 years later, she did.
No way.
That's
She
a-
just gets bored and jumps ship.
Yeah, but like not taking any time for
be
herself to be single. Literally, it goes from
Yeah.
relationship to relationship. Starts them in while she's in a relationship.
Oh my
Like,
god.
that's like a big
That's
red
a
flag.
whole new level.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, no. You have no time to heal there. You have no
Yeah.
time to
Yeah.
fucking anything to just like look deep inside yourself and realize
And
why you're
reflect.
doing this.
Yeah.
Reflect at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's wild.
That is wild.
Jesus Christ.
That's crazy.
Where was that from?
Was that yours?
I think.
I don't remember the last 5 minutes.
I think I honestly just blacked out again.
You-
Jesus
Your
Christ.
turn. You go.
Can't have a conversation without it turning into an argument. Like if
yeah.
if I'm like starting to see someone and dating someone, and I'm just like I'm generally just trying to let you know how I'm feeling, and you think I'm just trying to start an argument,
Like picking a fight.
picking a fight. I'm like, holy fuck! Can we not just be grown adults and have a conversation here?
Yeah.
I'm not trying to fight with you. I genuinely just like want to get to the root of
discuss.
this.
Yeah.
And figure out what's actually going on, why this is happening.
Well, having good communication in a relationship, friendship as well, but a relationship is so key, and being able
Oh, yeah.
to navigate conflict together.
100%.
And that's learned. It doesn't always come
Exactly.
right away, but it's so important to have, because otherwise everything turns into a fight. And I remember one relationship I had where, and I'm the culprit or the bad guy in this, but we had the trust issues were so deep and just couldn't come out on top of that. But every even small disagreement, I would throw things back in his face from something he did 2 years ago.
Oh, yeah, I
And then
see.
and then we were getting in an argument that could have started about the groceries somehow. And then I throw back, oh, well, 2 years ago when you texted that girl, blah, blah. And it's like, God, we've had that. And I think about it now and I'm like, fuck, that's so stupid. Like, that's a maturity thing, and it's
Yeah.
an insecurity thing, and it's a
100%.
jealousy thing. Like
100%. And that's the
it's all
thing
my
is, right?
fault.
Like, and that happened with like my last one, right? And it was like bring up things from like 2 years ago. And I'm like, are you kidding
thought we
me?
moved
Like, I
past
thought
it.
we
Did
moved
we move
past this.
past
Like,
that or
we've been
not?
dating for another 2 years after
Yeah.
this happened. Like,
Yeah.
are you like, why is this just coming up now? And it's just like, come on. Like, is it like, and it's just like, that's the thing. It's a maturity thing. And it's just like, why are we having this argument when it's unneeded?
Again, yeah, I agree. That's a good one.
It's been buried and fucking keep it buried. God damn.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Another red flag. This has no depth to it at all. Actually, maybe it does, but I find it relatable. This is, shout out my friend Rachel. She helped me add a couple to this list, and they were really funny. Okay. Red flag, has an Android.
Oh, yeah. I'm
Such
so
a
on
red
board with that,
flag.
bro.
They text you it's green. Blocked. That's the last text you ever saw.
funny.
That's so true, though.
Because we can't FaceTime. You want a
I know, I
Facebook
wanna
Messenger video?
Yeah, like what are we doing?
Like
are we
me
gonna
and my
Zoom
mom,
call each
a
other?
Zoom call?
Yeah, what are we gonna WhatsApp? What am I, an immigrant?
What?
Holy fuck!
That's
Oh my god. Well,
Oh,
seriously
what
though,
right.
fuck. Like,
oh my god, no!
I don't
an
need
Android.
that.
And then you're posting Snapchats. It looks like you took it on a Kodak
oh
2003 pixel.
no,
I don't even know what they're
it's like you
called.
took it on your fucking chocolate slide.
What?
You had to slide it up, and you're taking a video of the slide came.
God.
Fucking hell.
Your Motorola Razr. That's what it was. Oh my god.
Oh god, like
Wild.
they're
So ghetto. And the phones take good pictures, but for some reason, when they go to post on social media, it pixelates. I feel like I need glasses to watch their
geez.
videos,
It's
and they're always so
It's
garbage.
just wrecked.
Don't
it's
post.
just
If you, this is a PSA. If you have an Android, Don't ever
Jump off
post.
a
And
bridge.
that's what I was gonna say.
Jump off a
I was
fucking
gonna
bridge.
say that, but then I'm like, no, I can't wish death. I'm fine. If you have an Android, don't post anything. Don't
Yeah.
text me.
We're
don't
not
text
we're
any
not
of us.
wishing death. Disclaimer: we're highly suggesting it.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Just like there's just not really a point, man.
don't text me. I don't
just-
want to talk.
Just
I don't want
like
to.
either figure it out or just
Like get
Fuck
get
off.
with it. Yeah, right. Get your shit together. Especially because everything's all across Apple. Like
yeah.
we're
Okay, you know
facing-
what? My brother's a strong believer in fucking
Androids?
Samsungs.
Oh, not a Samsung. That's
Yeah.
an Android, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. And he like has like this. There's phones like the size of a fucking iPad,
Yeah.
and I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
you can't even fit in your fucking pocket.
Yeah. No, it's
You have to
too
bring on a
much.
carry-on everywhere you go. The fucking
Check a bag.
satchel.
Yeah.
Everywhere
Oh,
he
God.
goes, like this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like,
No.
and
they're
I hate
ugly.
it. I hate it. They're so
And the
ugly.
interface ugly.
Okay, to be fair, the camera quality are much better.
Not on,
on
Snapchat.
some of them?
Not on Instagram.
No, but the actual
Just the
camera,
camera, yeah.
is like actually insane. But it all looks like shit after.
But an Android user has a shitty life. Therefore, what do they have to take photos?
yeah,
Of?
at that point, like they made the decision.
They
that
chose.
They chose. They could have had an iPhone, and they're like, you know what? I'm gonna.
I
want to
be different. I want to be different. I want to be
I
edgy.
want to be different, and I want to be alone.
Yeah, 100%.
And I don't want to talk to any bitches.
Nobody cool has a fucking Android.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm sorry,
Name
but
one
it's just
cool
like-
person with an Android.
Please,
Crickets.
guys, DM us.
Crickets.
I
Yeah,
swear to God.
please. Yeah,
Please
yeah.
tell me one cool person has a fucking Android.
Yeah.
No.
Someone
Yeah.
right now is listening to this podcast on an Android on a bus, looking out the window with a single tear on their face.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Oh
That's
my
so
god.
good.
When
Yeah.
I was dating Brittany,
Yes.
she was an Android user
At the
And
time?
At the time we met, and I said, "Listen, this
No
can't
way.
go on." And she switched to an iPhone for me. And now I bet you that bitch opens up her iMessage every day like, "Fuck Sarah," like she got me on this iPhone thing, and then she left.
That's hilarious.
I know.
That's like a Gen Z version of pulling a George Lopez.
Oh my gosh.
He got a kidney transplant and then left his girlfriend,
Oh,
the one that
God.
gave him the kidney. It's kind of
Oh,
like that.
That's pretty much just
Yeah, that
actually
checks out.
It's comparable. It's
100%.
comparable.
That's really yeah.
yeah. That's hilarious.
Holy fuck.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh my
Julian,
gosh.
Any
Meth.
Math.
is a red flag.
Yeah.
Yeah, that checks out.
Disagree. Green flag.
I actually
A meth user?
I know someone who was like,
Oh my god. Here we
oh
go.
God. I was like, yeah, it's like, I don't think you did meth or anything. She's like, well, honestly, I don't really know. And I was like, what do you mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I don't know, a lot
Red-
of shit happened. It was a weird night. Like, do you smoke it? And I'm like, yeah, like I think you can, or you think you can, like, I don't know. And she was like,
Could have
possibly.
been that. Oh,
And I was like,
wow.
what?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just kind of shook my head and I was like, all right, well, at least you're hot.
Yeah.
It sounded like I was going to say something there, but I wasn't.
Oh, I thought maybe
we
you
all
had
just
another
look.
one.
We all just look at.
Because I was trying to think of another red flag. I think I'm pretty easygoing because I'm nearing the end of my list.
Yeah, I know.
I'm
That's
trying to think of like real red flags.
no, but you know what I mean. Like another like I don't know, like bad music taste.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah.
If you're fucking showing, I'm sorry, Sarah, because I know you like country.
I knew this is where
But
this
like,
was going.
I don't want to fucking hear your back picking you up on the back of my pickup
Go ahead.
truck.
Go ahead. Go
no,
ahead.
no.
That was good. I would have listened to that.
Yeah,
That
right?
was good. No,
my
oh my
old
God,
dirt
country is
road.
such a
I don't fucking give a
vibe.
shit about it.
Have you
to be
ever
fair, I
driven
like
around-
country music. I
What
do.
about that song I sent you?
It's
I
all right.
want to sweep you off. That one.
Yeah, okay, I do like that one.
Yeah.
But
That's a country
and
song.
I do like country music, but it's fucking got to be in the right time.
Yeah.
I don't want to
Summer
hear
on the
it.
boat.
Yeah, like
Down a dirt road. If we could find one.
Sure.
Yeah. In a truck. If we could
and,
borrow
yeah,
one.
yeah, but I
Yeah.
don't want to fucking hear you sending me shit that is actually fucking bad.
Don't send me bad music, especially off an Android.
Yeah, and don't send me shit from Apple Music.
Okay, that hits a bit. That's a bit tender for me because I only just switched to Spotify like at the beginning of this year. But
Spotify is elite.
it's elite, and I was sleeping. I
were
was
sleeping.
fast asleep.
I'm
I
also
was in
new
my
to that.
REM cycle.
I was Apple Music
Yeah.
until 2 months ago.
Me too.
Yeah, I
At
told
the beginning of the
you.
year, I was like, "Okay, I want a Spotify Wrapped. I'm gonna start January
I told
1st."
you.
When it plays my songs, and then when it gets to the end of my playlist, and then it just starts playing what Spotify thinks I would like in relation, and I'm out here stroking myself to this music that they're putting on. And I'm like, you were right. I would
fuck.
like this. Thank you. This is exactly. And then I'm adding it to my playlist and shit.
Yeah, you know what? I literally just toss on a playlist and just pick what I like because it's just so spot on.
Wait, let me self-promote really quick. I'm a semi-professional, unpaid playlist connoisseur. I'm a playlist curator.
And
You'll
she's a
make
rapper.
playlists for people?
And I'm a rapper. No, I make playlists and I share them with people. Sometimes, like I'm a very well. I'm just like sucking myself off right now, but I think my sex playlist is really, really good.
Can you send it?
I could send it to. I'm gonna link it in the show notes so
Yeah.
everyone can have it.
I envy the free time that you must have.
Yeah, no, that is something that's like like putting playlists together would be something I would do instead of like sitting down to watch a movie. It's like a
right.
relaxing
Yeah.
because I like listen to the music and then I curate the vibes
Yeah.
into different playlists.
You're
I
a
have
vibe
several.
curator. Okay.
I'm a vibe curator. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Very specific playlist. Anyways, I'll put my handle. Everybody can go listen
Yeah.
and have sex to my playlist, and then DM me and tell me about it. Send me photos, videos.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, here we are.
Yeah. Okay. Do you have any more?
Oh yeah, I have a few more.
She said I got 40 more.
No, I got a couple more. Oh, you know what I fucking hate? Ew. I'm sorry. I fucking can't stand when. Oh no, I just like I can't talk
She
to a
can't even say
girl.
it.
I can't. I was just talking to a girl who did this. Her photos were so filtered. I was like, I don't even know if that's what you look like.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't even fucking
Yeah.
know. And then she sent me a Snapchat that was like a close up her face, and I was right. It was a catfish.
Well, a catfish. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. A catfish is a red flag.
I was like, I don't need to have this fucking all these filters
Yeah.
on. Like, just
Yeah.
fuck off. How old
Yeah.
are you?
Yeah.
10?
Yeah. The dog filter on
Oh
Snapchat.
God.
The flower
I don't,
crown.
I don't need to know this. I don't need to see
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
Like, you need to figure your
Well,
shit
because
out.
then you see them in person and it is a bit like jarring.
Yeah.
I guess would be the word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
I mean,
not
I
good.
use a filter here and there on a selfie, but like not.
Yeah, but it's not like so like
Yeah.
fucking.
No, I know what you mean. Like
You know what I
really layered on thick.
Yeah,
Where you
yeah.
actually can't tell it's that person.
Yeah.
Or not. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. I agree.
What do you got?
Okay, this is a green flag. This is Stel's personal green flag. When she is straight. True or false? True or false? That's your say it.
I feel attacked.
No, tell the audience. It's true. It's true. Everyone
yeah.
that knows Stel. 100%. She said straight. Perfect. I'm going to slide. And then she gets her heart broken. And I'm like, and because she ends up, this girl, whoever it is, I don't know. And multiple cases that she goes and is with a guy. And Stel's upset. And I'm like, she was straight from the beginning. Period.
That is your thing. That's your kink.
Oh my God.
Is that a legit kink? Like,
I don't know, guys.
So no, mask girls a lot of the time on TikTok they'll say like that's their
I
like
think the last
turn on
like
is when
I
they're
think
straight.
I honestly think the last like at
43?
least 5 or 6 girls I've been with, I was their first girl.
and for them, is it like they it works, but then it's just like a phase for them, and they.
Exploratory.
I
Yeah.
think half of them have stayed with girls.
Wow, that's a good track record. You've turned 50%.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and like yeah, most of them have stayed with girls, and then only a few have gone back to guys. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep.
but you
like,
do there's something I think like well femme mask whatever going for someone that's straight kind of it's again I feel like
the chase.
it's the chase, it's wanting what you can't have, like there's
Yeah.
that attraction to that.
But it's not like I'm trying to.
it's like a
I'm
it's
not
like a
tr-
game
I'm
a
not
little
trying
bit.
to like force anyone to do anything. I'm just like,
CNC?
yeah, okay. I'm
Julian's
just like,
into that.
I'm just like, like I'm just nice.
Right.
And then these, I swear,
Okay, yeah, continue. Your
I don't
life.
start off trying to pursue them. Things just lead to things.
Yeah. But
Like,
you are a lot of girls first, and that's because
Yeah.
you are like, you're like, I don't know. I'm not
just
gonna say it.
charming.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
but I'm also really
Well,
easy to be around.
Yeah, and you're social, and you speak well. Like you're very well spoken.
Yeah.
And you look like averagely. You look good. And people are into that. Probably not
Sorry,
me.
you can just say I'm hot.
Shut the fuck up. Oh my god.
And I'm quite funny, so that works
You're
out.
funny. Yeah. You're.
But that's the thing, right? Like, something that someone recently told me that was probably the best compliment I've ever gotten from somebody was they said, honestly, Stella, I think I can bring you in any situation and I don't have to worry about like having to check up on you because you can just like make friends with people and just like be super social in a room full of people you don't even know.
That's super. No, I 100% agree with that for you. Like when I had that little New Year's thing and my parents were there and then you'd never met them and I just knew like you'd come in and be super, super friendly and like obviously you left and both my parents were like, wow, like she's like super nice to be around. And that you were there for like half an hour.
Yeah.
Like, and it doesn't matter who's in my space. I can bring you in and I know everyone's going to like leave talking about how great you are. And then at my birthday, this was on the record, Stel did not, in fact, attend my birthday this year. She ditched me for a straight girl. That's on the record.
Okay, on the record says never came to any of my birthday
That's
dinners.
true too. I knew she was gonna say that's true too. That's because it's always so fast paced for me. I'm like a dinner gal, home by
dinner.
9. Okay,
At
well maybe I
7.
was in a different country. Okay, fine, whatever. The point is, I don't even remember where I was going with that.
Your birthday dinner.
Oh yeah, you weren't there, and 50% of the dinner conversation was talking about how great you are and why you weren't there. It was my birthday, and we were talking about. So is Stel coming still, or like what is she doing? Like, is she coming after? And I'm like, dude, she's not even like she's not coming. Like, fuck off. Like,
She texted me at her dinner and being like, hey,
everybody wishes you were here.
sorry.
Like, yeah, I know.
But
So,
no,
you
seriously,
are
yeah,
very
that's
charming.
kind of
it's your thing.
that's my thing. Yeah, I do like straight girls. Okay, I will put that out there. I just whatever.
A little bit of spice.
Maybe it's like something I need to unpack.
Yeah.
You know, maybe it's something deeper
But a
rooted.
lot of the time you end up with a girl. Well, you end up with a girl that's never been with a girl, and then it's her first set in Ibiza.
Yeah.
On the
and it's a
ones
full
and
track
twos.
record. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's not good.
Obviously.
Sex.
Well, I've had
But
a few
you
that
get
were
her
good.
off, and you feel good about yourself.
Yeah.
Because you have a praise king.
Okay. Yeah, I also do have that. So we'll
Yeah.
talk about that later.
That's it. Yeah.
But no, there's been a few who have been pretty good at it at 1st. Like just a handful, not really a lot. But yeah.
But it's fun to be. Well, you top and you have dominant energy. So when you're in a situation with someone that's never been with a girl, you're going to be just obviously the dominant one. Because you know what's going on.
But I'm a quite gentle, dominant person. I would say.
I don't know if I believe that. You don't come across. It's the hand tattoos.
Okay, yeah. I just let's just say that I know, like when, I just like know when to be aggressive and when not to.
Okay,
be. So it's like
that's a skill.
yeah, yeah.
I don't have any more.
I don't even know. Yeah, I have friends with their ex, and I am a victim of.
Yeah, you're a culprit.
I'm a culprit. I mean, so.
That's a lesbian thing because
Yeah.
maybe they were friends first and then they started dating and whatever. I was gonna say I'm friends with mine. She hates me now. And if you're listening to this, I don't know why you hate me, but anyways, point is, we can talk about that some other time. But I'm friends with. Okay, I have this thing, and this is a total double standard. I think it's okay for me to be friends with my exes that are guys because I'm gay now. So I'm like, that shouldn't be threatening to you. It's a double standard. It is for sure. But it's like some of these guys that I've dated, we really were like such good friends, and like I do care that they're doing well, and I do wish them a happy birthday and like whatever. But if my person was doing that, I wouldn't like that.
Yeah.
So it's a double standard, and like you said, we're the ones doing it.
Yeah, I'm
But
pretty
we also
bad at
hate
it. Like I'm friends with most of my exes,
Yeah.
but I have had a problem with boundaries before in most of my relationships that I can't set good boundaries with my exes, and I'm at a place now where I'm very, very content with setting boundaries.
Well, and it depends if they're texting you like, "Oh, are you still with that girl, or can we meet up?" Like,
Yeah.
I'm missing you, and like if you're entertaining it, that's different.
And yeah, I wasn't great at setting boundaries, and I'm fully aware of that, and I've learned, and now I'm at a place where like setting boundaries isn't even a question for me. It'll just be done.
Well, if you're serious about
Yeah,
your
it'll just
person
be
that you're
done.
with, you would be respectful of them
100%.
and what their wishes are. And if they
Yeah.
are somebody who's insecure and it makes them uncomfortable, then you
By
adapt
all
to that,
means.
or you end the relationship
100%.
because you need to do what's best for
Yeah.
your partner.
Yeah,
make
for
them
sure.
happy.
Yeah, I don't have any more. Do you have any more?
I'm out.
I'm red flagged out.
Yeah.
I could only think of one more. Someone fresh off a prison sentence for a Man 1 conviction.
Why did I think you were going to say fresh off the boat?
Yeah.
It's like another immigrant joke.
With their WhatsApp application.
Oh my
shit.
God.
I just called it an application.
Yeah.
Oof, oof.
So,
jeez.
all right. Well,
I guess that's friggin'.
that's it. But we'd definitely love to hear about more red flags that you
Oh
guys
my
have.
gosh,
Like, I feel like
please.
the list could go on and on. We could really sit here for hours.
Yeah, like I feel like I'm just like blanking on a bunch, and I'll see some things that
Or
people
people
like.
do things. Yeah.
Yeah, people will like write in, DM us, and I swear
Write
I'll
in,
probably
write a letter.
write a letter,
Carrier pigeon.
send, yeah. But I feel like I'll see some of these and be like, oh yeah, like
That
that's
is
so
such a
true.
red
Yeah,
flag.
Well, they
yeah.
could email the show, everygaysex@gmail.com.
Yeah.
What I like about so far every episode is it's very, like, the topics are engaging and you
Yeah.
can get a lot of feedback. So listeners out there, send in your things.
Yeah, let us
We'd
know.
love to hear it, and we'd love to share it too.
Yeah, and if
especially
you-
because it's probably relatable to us.
Yeah, and
so.
even if you want us to talk about something that we didn't talk about, friggin' let us know.
Or also, we would love, all of us, if you sent in like stories, like hookup stories, like
Oh my
anything
gosh,
like that's
yeah.
funny that like you would love for people to hear about, but wouldn't want to expose yourself.
Yeah.
Love that shit, and we will, we will
please, or even
expose
if you have questions, be like, how do I handle this? Let's give
Yeah.
us like we'll give you our
Yeah.
straight up opinion.
And
Yeah.
if you do want to expose yourself, we accept pics at everygaysex@gmail.com.
yeah, and full names,
names,
birthdays,
if you
SIN
want
numbers.
SIN numbers.
Yeah,
Anyways, I guess just keep up, like and subscribe.
yeah. Keep up with us for sure. Thanks for coming.